Let's take a look at this guy. Oh, it's on its way down there now. Not quite there, but about halfway. So that'll keep doing its thing. So, what have we all taken care of now? A macerator I still have to do. Did the buildcraft pump? Oh, and a glider. I almost forgot about that. That's really quick. I want a glider so that I can move a little faster in the air. That'll help out, especially on the moon when I'm looking for moon dungeons. So, a glider. This is a very easy recipe. It's just leather and sticks. So you make glider wings, 2 of them, and then combine those with a stick. And then you've got a glider. Good. Glider is a nice piece of equipment. If you're up in the air, you can just, if you right-click with it, you can then kind of cruise around. And you can even use your jetpack while you're cruising around. So it gives a good way to conserve energy and move a little faster in the air. Just right-click it to bring it back. Good. So that's something I'll pretty much be keeping on me all the time. So this thing is still chewing away, but I should be able to make... Oh, we're almost done. Good. So that's the last piece of Enderium. So I should be able to make tesseracts. Now I need at least... I'd say at least 3, preferably 4. So let's see what I can make here. This lag, I'm telling you. So you got to start with a tesseract frame, which is just the hardened glass or fused quartz around a diamond surrounded with Enderium in the corners. I should be able to make 2, 3, 4. Okay, yes, I got just enough for 4. Then I come over here to this fluid transposer that's now filled with resonant ender. Each one of these will take 1 bucket or 1,000 millibuckets. So if I put those in there, it'll slowly fill all 4 of those up. Oh, very slowly. Look at that. Okay, so while that's doing its thing, let's go and check the board. I think I need to make... Oh, I don't need to check the board, I remember. I'm going to be doing that all night. I need to make a macerator. Now this is IC2 stuff, so it's a little bit more complicated than your average machine. The reason I need a macerator is so that I can make all those seeds that I'm getting from the healing plants into glowstone. So it starts with the basic machine casing, which is these iron plates in a square. An iron plate you get by making one of these forge hammers and then crushing ingots with them. You can also, there's another machine that you can make called a roller that'll do it, but we're just going to use the hammer for now. And this is pretty easy, just a couple of sticks and ingots. Boom. Alright, so there's that. So all I need is an iron ingot, and I just need to make 8 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, very laggy, isn't it? Okay, so then those in a square makes me a basic machine casing. I think that's all I need to make for the macerator. So this is one of the simplest machines. Yeah, just cobblestone, flint, and a basic. I think this is one of the very introductory machines of IC2. I've actually never done a lot of IC2, but I'm going to have to get into it a little bit later. But for now, we're just going to start with the macerator. And this should just hook up to basic cable. I know it's not the preferred method because it's kind of lossy and not as nice as hooking it up to actual IC2 power. I don't want to put it there. Where should I put this? This is all going to get rearranged eventually. Let's just put it up behind this stuff over here. There we go. So good. So then I should be able to take some of those helium seeds and turn it into glowstone. Check it out. Helium. Just take a stack of them and pop them right in here. Boom. Yep, and it starts going away. This is going to take a while because there aren't any overclock upgrades or anything in it, so I'll just let that do its thing. So good, that's done. Let's check our guy over here. Okay, it's got 2 of them done. Well, good, I can work with 2 of them. So what I want to do is then finish these off. So these are full tesseract frames, so what I do now is they're surrounded by silver and something else. Tesseract. Oh, silver and bronze. Yes, silver and bronze, which I have both of. So there's 1 tesseract, and 2 tesseracts. Now eventually I'm going to privatize these, which if you look here, there should be a recipe for privatizing them, which is a signalum security lock and 3 nuggets, and that turns it into a private tesseract. I'm probably going to eventually do that, but for now, since the server is almost to a point where it's going to change over maps, most people have already shut down their bases and packed up, so I don't have to worry about anybody stealing my stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move all of these windmills over to this factory base area, and replace this area, or I should say replace this power with a tesseract, so that's all I have to have up here. So grab my Yetta wrench and just pick all these guys up, and then I'll just grab most of this cable. Oop, I didn't actually want to pick that piece up. So what I'll do, put a cable there. I might be able to just put the tesseract right up against this thing, but I like to have some cable there. Okay, so then what I'll do, open this guy up, and ooh, lots of people with power. We're just going to call this, let's make sure, let's see what we got. We got 23, 107, 137, 650, 788. Okay, so if I pick, looks like there wasn't anything in the 400 range, so let's just go, let's just go 423, and we will call this Taco Mage Base. Set frequency and save frequency. Good. So then my base pops out down there, and I want to configure it to, for now, let's just do energy mode, receive only, and turn the other 2 off. So that'll just transfer energy over to this energy acceptor, which feeds my ME system, which is inside my base, or I should say inside my research laboratory. Then if we come over here, what I can do, really didn't plan this out well, I put them right on the edge. For now we'll just put it right here. I'm going to have to redo this because this is a terrible setup. Taco Mage Base, set frequency, and set this to, so none, none, and then energy mode. We'll put the send receive for now. So that should share power over to my research laboratory, and then I can put down the rest of these wind turbines. 2, 3, and then put 3 over here. 1. Alright, and then just wire them up. I don't know that this capacitor is actually, or this cable is actually enough to handle all this, but that's what we're going to use for right now. As I said, I can come back and recable this all later. Good. That last one didn't take. Oh, no it did. Oh, this lag, I'm telling you. Probably gonna be the name of this episode, this lag, I'm telling you. Alright, so we got that cube there. We'll just head over here and make sure that we're getting power. It should receiving energy. Oh, did I not set it? It might just be a Wayla bug. The way to test this is just to take a, I'll show you the inside of this while I'm over here. So it's mostly empty right now. Over here is probably going to be my mine chem area. And then up here, not sure what I'm going to make this area. It's neat though. Eventually down there is going to be water. I just, because of the impending server reset, I haven't done any extra building since I learned that was going to happen. Up here is where all my portals are going to go. So far I've just got the mining portal right there. And then over here is my ME system, and as you can see, it's getting power. I did add a second drive bay and filled it with 1K drives, which unfortunately a lot of them are getting full, so I'm going to remedy that as one of the things we're doing tonight. I've got my inscriber and my charger and my growth chamber over here. And then I've got this system wired over to the factory. So it looks like it's getting power, so that's all working good. Alright. So then, the other 2 tesseracts should be ready to go by now. Let's go over there and grab them. And I'm not going to put them in place yet because, again, with the server reset coming, I want to kind of limit how much I'm putting all around my base. But eventually I'm going to put one over there by the gardens. Actually, I may do that yet tonight because we'll play that by ear. But let's get these two finalized. So we need tesseract. 1 and 2. I don't know, do these stack? Nope. Okay. So then I've got 2 tesseracts for later. Good. So let's go over and update that list, because that's a couple of big things already taken care of. Alright, so those are all taken care of. Done. End core tesseract macerator. Done. Alright, cool. Let's check on the buildcraft pump. It's got to be almost there. Alright, let's just stop short. Oh, it's like right there, isn't it? Look at that. That's going to work perfectly. And we'll have a bunch of oil for when I'm in the new world, just ready to go. Oh, literally in the time I went down there. So we've already got 6-7 buckets of oil. This is working out great. Okay, so that's awesome. So, let's take care of these things here. So I want some 4K ME drives, and I need to create an ME IO port. And basically what I want to do is take all of my 1Ks and consolidate all that data onto 4Ks. Maybe even a 16K. I'll just upgrade to 4K today. I could do 16 at a later date. So luckily I already pre-staged a bunch of that stuff. So 4K. So that's just quartz glass with 1K ME storage components and calculation processors, and then some redstone. And that should be... Oh, did I not make any 1Ks? Oh, that's silly of me. I can make some of those real quick. I think I've got all the bits for that. Yep, let's... 2, 3... Let's see if I can make 6 or 9 of them. Okay, so there's 6. Alright, so that should be good. 9. So that's enough to build 3 4Ks, which should be enough to get me at least to the next map. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Good. So then from there I gotta put them into some enclosures, which like that. Yeah, there we go. 1, 2, and 3. Good. Alright. So now, oh, the other thing I needed to do was make that IO, which is this guy, ME IO port. Good. So that's 2 ME drives, logic processor, glass cable, basic glass, and some iron. But this will let me do... Ah, those fireworks, I'm telling you. What this will let me do is take an old drive, stick it in here, and it'll suck all the items off of it and import it into my ME system. I think I've got 1 channel left on my ME system, so this should just work. So put this here. It should hook right up. Good. So what I'm going to do is, first things first, let's pull all the 0 drives off. So that one's empty. That might be the only 0 drive I have. So I've got 1 4K in there already, but I didn't show myself building it. That was kind of an emergency. That was during that whole sulfur fiasco that I ended up having to pull it all out. Alright, so I can put... let's keep them all kind of clustered together. So what I'll do is that, and that. Then what I can do is then, if we look into here, we've got the drive is then pointing into the system. So if I dump one of these guys here, it will slowly, not slowly, but it will very quickly suck all the data off of it and import it into the system. Boom. So now these are all empty. In fact, I've got now 4 empty drives. Let's check these guys. Oh yeah, look at that. That's great. So I can dump a couple more drives on there. Let's grab 3 more. Actually 2 more should be good, because then I can turn these into 4K drives once I've sucked all the data off of them. Okay, so then what I can do... Yep, now we're starting to fill up. So what I can do is then suck the 1K components out of these and use them to make a couple more 4Ks. 4K ME. Dunk. Yeah. So 1 and 2. So I made 2 more of those. And just put those in there. 1 and 2. Good. So then, just come over here. I'll grab out some more of these 1Ks and put those in there. And get that all sucked over. So that's basically how you upgrade an ME system. As you can see, I'm consolidating quite well. I'm not going to finish the consolidation tonight. I'm going to do that later off camera, but you kind of get the idea by now. And we'll just dump that stuff in there. Alright, so we're doing really, really good. It's only been about an hour, and I have taken care of most of those extra boards that I wanted to do.